More than just a game, football brings people together. And nothing, I say again, nothing brings people together more than a World Cup. Football is said to have the power to unite people, regardless of their age, their race, their gender, their culture, or nationality. And that is never truer than at the World Cup. It is the most played and watched sport in the world. And because of that, the World Cup is one of the most anticipated sporting events. Well, I think only the Olympic comes close. This is also true in Nigeria. Ever since it was introduced by the British in the 20th century, it had grown to become the most dominant sport in Nigeria. And no other sport, basketball, volleyball, tennis, comes close. Over the years, Nigeria has produced some of the finest talents in the game of football, in Africa, of course. Just to mention a few, people like Modashio Lawal, Finidi George, Rashidi Ekini, Olise, Siasia, Austin J.J. Okocha, Kanu Wako, Vincent Inyama, Joseph Yobo, Taribo West, Peter Rufai, Daniel Amokachi, John Mikel Obi, and many more. Nigeria's dominance in Africa in particular came in the 90s, and since then she has struggled to replicate and produce talented players who can play with the top players at the highest level. In the 90s, for example, Nigeria can boast of players playing in teams like Ajax, AC Milan, Chelsea, Barcelona, Arsenal, PSG, Monaco. But now, very few players play regular football in top leagues in Europe. It is no longer a surprise that majority have found new heavens in average league. Turkish Super Lig has become the new heaven for many in recent years, with close to over 20 players who had played in our national team playing at one point in their career in Turkey. Let me say this, Turkey isn't a bad league, not at all. She boasts of some of the best teams in Europe. In Fenerbahce, Besiktas, and Galatasaray, they have teams who compete almost every year in the Champions League and Europa League. Now, in this video, I take a look at the top 5 players to have played in Turkey with some other notable mentions. I would like to warn that players should be very careful before they move to Turkey. In as much as we have lots of players from Nigeria coming to Turkey, please make sure you find out properly. Ensure that you have a contract or a plan B if you choose to come here. It's not as easy as many think to break into any league team here in Turkey. There are many African players who came thinking they will find it easy and are yet to find a team. And there are new rules now preventing foreigners from playing in the lower league divisions. So please be very careful. Do not allow any agents to just, bring you here and leave you hanging. My name is Segun Aremu. This is the Aremu's Family TV. If this is your very first time of watching, please do us a favor, click the subscribe button and make sure you leave your notification bell turned on so you get notified each time we post a new video. Henry is a winger or a striker currently on loan for the 3rd time in Galatasaray from Monaco. With over 10 caps for the Super Eagle, he still has a lot to prove on the world stage. And with the present form of Kelechi Iheanacho and Victor Osimhen and even Chukwudi, it may be very hard for him to find a space in the national team. Victor Moses, the 30-year-old retired Super Eagle player who will be remembered for his contribution towards our lifting the 3rd Nations Cup in South Africa, had a short loan spell playing up to 20 matches for Fenerbahce in 2018 and 2019 season, scoring up to 5 goals. Ike Shoromu is the only goalkeeper that played for Nigeria at the highest level with over 36 caps that is on my list. He played for Besiktas for 2 seasons from 1999 to 2001, and after a few years he returned back to play with Samsunspor between 2002 and 2005. Currently, he is a goalkeeper coach with Heartland FC. Kenneth Omoro. This is the only player on this list that I saw in person. A defender that featured heavily, even though he was on loan from his parent club Chelsea, whom he never played for. He spent 2 seasons here with Kashim Pasha and another season with Allianspor between 2015 and 2018. He currently plays in Spain and had over 50 caps for Super Eagles. He was also there when Nigeria won the AFCON in 2013. John Mikel Obi is the best player to emerge from Nigeria in the last 2 decades by far. He won everything at club level with Chelsea and was ever present in the team lineup for most of the 11 seasons he spent there. With his pick behind him, he joined Trabzonspor for a year contract. With a further year extension, if both parties are satisfied in 2020, but left after 6 months, not because of his performance, which was amazing and very good, but due to the fact that Turkish players had to play during the pandemic. He had his contract terminated and currently plays with Stoke City. On the national stage, he was ever present in the Super Eagles lineup, lifting the Nations Cup in 2013. Now, he made this list due to his past record and immense talent and contribution. Onazi, born in Jos, Nigeria, came to prominence when he starred for Nigeria in Under-17 World Cup, which was hosted in Nigeria, but fell short in the final to Switzerland. His career kicked up from there to Lazio. He broke into the senior team of Lazio and was on the wish list of many clubs at the time, including Liverpool and Arsenal, until he made a shock move to Turkey and joined Trabzonspor in 2016, where he excelled and he became a fan favorite. He was plagued with some injuries, but yet he spent 3 seasons with the Super League outfit, playing close to 70 matches and scoring 6 goals, which is impressive for a defensive midfielder. He also played for another team here in Turkey, Denizspor, for a season. He was the second player on this list I would have met in person, but wasn't around when he came to worship in my church then. I learned he played the keyboard and drums. He will be remembered for his exploit also in South Africa, where he lifted our 3rd Nations Cup. Joseph Yobo spent 4 seasons with Fenerbahce between 2011 and 2014. The first 2 seasons were on loan, of course, from Everton, after which he impressed and was signed for a further 3 seasons, of which he only spent 2 seasons and left without completing the 3rd season on mutual consent. He amassed and featured in at least 100 games for Fenerbahce, scoring 3 goals as a defender. Joseph Yobo was one of the ever dependable and best centre-back ever to come out of Nigeria in the last 2 decades, leading from the centre-back to many AFCONs, World Cups, but was a squad player when Nigeria lifted the AFCON in 2013. He played his best games in an Everton shirt though. Emenike started his adventure in the Turkish lower league division with Karabükspor in 2009. It took him 2 months to settle down here in Turkey, probably because of the weather, language, food, and new environment. He went on from there to terrorize the lower league by scoring 16 goals and leading his team to the title and automatic qualification to the Super League the following season. He came in on loan, I think from South Africa, but due to his goal scoring record, was signed permanently for a further 3 years. He went on from there to score another 14 league goals, which is awesome for a team coming from a lower division. And this didn't go unnoticed. This caught the attention of the Turkish giant Fenerbahce, who paid around 9 million euros for his service. But he did not even kick a ball, interestingly, and was sold immediately for 10 million euro due to a match-fixing scandal that rocked the Turkish Super Lig in 2011, for which he was also named. He later returned the following season from Russia back to Fenerbahce for 13 million euro, playing for 3 seasons. In all his playing career in Turkey, he scored at least 50 goals for these 2 teams over 120 appearances. He would forever be remembered by Nigeria for his exploit and contribution in AFCON 2013, held in South Africa, where Nigeria lifted the 3rd AFCON. The Kaduna-born former Super Eagle player, who we call the Bull, with over 14 goals in 40+ caps for the Super Eagle of Nigeria. The Bull was known for his speed, technique, and physical strength. Also part of the golden generation in the 90s, he was signed from Everton for around 2 million euro by Besiktas, where he played from 1996 to 1999, scoring 17 goals in over 75 matches. The ex-international has been able to carve a niche for himself in coaching and was part of the coaching crew of the late Keshi that brought the 3rd and the last AFCON trophy to Nigeria in 2013. Austin JJ, for me, is the best talent ever to come out of Nigeria and even Africa. I can pay to watch him play at any time, even right now that he is almost 50 years old. JJ Okocha is a gift from heaven given to Nigeria as a compensation to not just bring the nation together, but to help relieve us of bad governance and terrible things happening in the country. His legs were specially crafted and configured. He was part of the golden generation that lifted many trophies for Nigeria. I love to watch this guy play football. And just like Beckham, he has a unique way of playing the ball. There are tons and tons of videos of how he terrorized stint with Fenerbahce, playing for only 2 seasons from 1996 to 1998 before he was sold to PSG for 12.3 million. He later went on to have a great career in France and England. JJ Okocha left an indelible mark in the heart of not just Fenerbahce fans, but all fans of football across the nation of Turkey. Up till today, when you tell anyone you're from Nigeria, no matter the club they support, they always mention Austin JJ Okocha. Indeed, JJ Okocha is a football god here in the nation of Turkey. Alright guys, these are my top players to ever play in the nation of Turkey. Do you agree with my list? Or do you think I missed out some certain players? Let me know in the comment section below, and maybe I may do a part 2. Don't forget that this is my list. Thank you guys for watching. If you are yet to subscribe, please don't go without subscribing, and make sure you leave your notification bell turned on so you get notified each time we post a new video. Thank you guys. See you in the next video.